And we're back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Charlotte at Tours podcast. This is your host, Tor the Magi. And we'll have with me, there's another artist out here. This is Tess. She's another visual artist. I love her art. Very fun, bright colors, pop culture type icons that are in her stuff. I love it. I guess what's going to be getting right into it. I was thinking of something else to say. But how's your day today?
Good. It's been gloomy as hell, so it's been kind of depressing. But that's just like the mood. But it's been normal. Woke up, played Animal Crossing, came here. So yeah, how's your day?
Nice day, awesome day actually.
Good.
Like we're talking about, like I'm happy about being able to do something like this, living the dream in a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Like that's the thing. Like, it's a set. Like I was talking to Brenton. Like people talk a lot of like shit of like, oh, I'm gonna do this and blah blah blah, but they don't actually do it. And this is like, you're doing it. So that's sick as hell, and it's professional.
Yes.
I love the soundproofing. The soundproofing and the mic. Like this is so cool looking. So good for y'all.
Yeah.
Very happy for y'all.
Yeah, like this kind of goes back into like art, being an artist and stuff. Like,
yeah.
It's being an artist. I feel is like all about like going into like the unknown and making what you said you have a vision of and putting it into reality. Whether it be a painting, whether it be whatever you want to do. And this is something that's like been. I don't know. I didn't know exactly how it was gonna come out, but this is one of the things I want to do. And it's like, it's actually happening.
Yeah.
It's hard, but like, and I'm sure that you can kind of like relate with your art and everything, right?
Yeah. Like the whole, gosh, I mean, doing anything that relies on yourself is fucking hard, especially if you're like, I don't know, insecure and mentally ill. But like
a lot of us.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone. But yeah, like I love, I guess, quote unquote evidence, like seeing actual, like especially, I guess, making my own art, it's like actually seeing that I made what I thought kind of thing. Yeah. Or just bringing an idea into actual fruition is like so satisfying and like just fun. It makes, it feels good to actually do shit. And like be like, I did this. I have this to show at least.
Yeah. You got like some pieces right here. But before we like kind of talk about like your art and everything, 'cause I do love I like the stuff I like what your subject matter, like what you, it's not like I love you have good skill too, but I just like the random stuff that you like painting and just do and stuff. I wanted to ask you a few other questions like about your background and stuff, just kind of like get everybody to know you or whatever. Where are you from? Are you from Charlotte?
No, I'm from Florida, in Hollywood, Florida, near Fort Lauderdale. There's a place called Hollywood. Then I moved to northern Florida after 7 years being born and raised there, to like a place called Deltona, Florida. And then we moved here. Okay. And when I was like 10. And then since then I went into Dilworth, which was like a magnet school, art school. And then 6th through 12th grade I went to the same art school, which was Northwest here. That was interesting. But that's what like actually made me get into art, or even like, because literally I was an art major. I kind of just joined the school because my older sibling went. Yeah. And like they were doing art, so I was like, guess that's what I'm gonna do. And I just kind of kept with that. And I literally like, till probably 12th grade, I was like, what, like, I don't care about art. Like, I was being an art major the whole time.
When you were a senior in high school, like, you were like, I don't care about art anymore.
No, that was when I started to be like, oh, I'm actually, like, that was once again evidence. It's like, oh, I'm starting to draw good. Oh. Or it's like, I'm like, because of all those years of being in one place doing the same thing, actually, the technical aspect. Yeah. It actually, like, taught me something that, like, for some reason I didn't see until, I guess, like, when the later, like, when I was actually satisfied with my art kind of thing. Where I was like, okay, I could utilize this somehow. And it's like, to me, I was like, art's all I have. So we're doing this now. At 11th, 12th grade, that's when I was like, okay, this is the one thing I'm, like, kind of confident in now. We're going to just roll with that.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so I went to CP, got my associates, went to SCAD for a year. That's how I know about Atlanta. I went to Atlanta SCAD. That shit was crazy. But it was fun. Mm-hmm. And then I was there, like, alone. Like, the whole
No family or no
no
friends?
family, no friends, met everyone myself. Got lucky. My roommate knew a lot of cool people. But that shit was awful. I hated it. I had a relationship up here, and I was like, I was just going through it mentally because I was young. Like, God, 21. I'm not even that old now, but yeah. And then, so I finished my degree at UNCC, and now I'm here. And luckily, I work for an artist, a local artist named Paul Russo, as a little art apprentice, I guess?
Apprentice?
Assistant, yeah.
Assistant,
I help him make his shit. So I got lucky. I really am so grateful that I'm actually able to keep doing art in some way, shape, or form. Because that shit, like, who makes money off of art, realistically? You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to kind of figure it out, and, like, it's,
yeah.
you get really lucky whenever, I was thinking, you work for the artist already, like, it's awesome.
Yeah, I got lucky, no. Because also, too, because, like, for me, once again, it's like, I love producing. Like, I love painting, I love drawing, I love doing it for fun, right? But there's always that, like, once you start doing it for work, you'll hate it. Mm-hmm. You know, especially, like, if it's your own art. But I just want to be in the field, I guess is what I'm saying. Because, like, a lot of people, especially, like, they want to do something with their art. They want to, like, be a name like Warhol or fucking like Keith Haring, right? And like I had that time, like there's still like I would love to do that, be able to be like kind of a person of fame, but I don't really, as long as I'm in it, even if I'm making art for someone else for the rest of my life, I think I'll be happy because at least I'm in it. And I just know if I'm making like, I don't know, just like there's gonna be that part where it's like I fucking hate making my own art, you know what I'm saying? That level of responsibility, I guess, if you are a big name.
Because you gotta keep on like producing stuff. I feel
like being an assistant, I could be an assistant the rest of, I swear. Like if I could just help or even be behind the scenes, but still doing like art in some way, creating in some way, I'll be happy.
So like like I kind of noticed that in your art. I feel like you just have fun. Like like it's like you don't care. Like you do like all types. Like you talk like one of the pictures that I think is really funny was the SpongeBob one. We had Patrick's butt like on the mantle.
Yeah, that's the screen cap. Oh my gosh, I love screen cap. That's the thing. It's like, oh, that would be awesome in my room, right? Mm. Like I love making art that I think is either fun or funny or just something I want to create. And obviously, like, through that, people resonate with that and blah, 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 like every artist, musician or whatnot. So it's, like, that's the key to art, but that's, like, once you start mixing in the business aspect, that's scary. That fun, that love it might go away. I think I'm just afraid of that.
Yeah, it's definitely, I like to ask artists kind of about that because it is, like, it's always, like, kind of lingering in the room. Like, are you going to do this just for your soul to be released? Or are you doing it so that you could, try to figure out some business stuff? Because it's a thing, like, like when, especially if you haven't figured out the financial aspect, which you have. It's probably not that much pressure for you to try to make it something bigger than that.
No.
Like, being honest. But like, I feel like whenever we do make art and stuff, when we're like, I'm going to be an artist, like people in our lives or like something in the back of our head is like, why are you doing this? And when you could be doing this, they could actually make you money or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my God, of course. And that's what, luckily also through like school and just, I guess, looking around, luckily there is a lot of art stuff that is technical, that there are a lot of art jobs, you know what I'm saying, where it's like it's stuff that you wouldn't think, like whether it's like graphic design for just like, well, that's obvious, like for a company, or I don't know, even like my boss who I work for now, he did like airbrushing on like movie sets, right? That's something. Like it's not, I feel like at least a lot of people who try to be in this artistic field want to be, like, I don't know, worry too much about, I don't know, I guess making their own name or something.
So I'm actually actively going through part of this. I asked myself this question very recently with my own art and stuff. Like, I think part of it with me, I was like, dang, why have I, like, not, what's wrong with, like in the whole money aspect of, like, money and everything with myself, with my art and everything. I think, like, people think that, okay, if I'm going to put something more of my energy towards this, like making the money or like or getting like a job or something like that, and diverting that energy from their art, they're gonna be like, then it's not gonna be able to pop and like due to the way, because people want to be pure. A lot of artists are like, I want everything to be straight, genuine, because this is my soul. I don't want to be like, like you talked about. You don't want to have to worry about hating your own art and everything.
Yeah, and I already do. But like, especially for working for someone or like a client, and I've done that. I've done like freelance graphic design work as well. That shit is fucking annoying. It's stressful. It's scary, especially someone with like anxiety, just because like you're just, just producing something for someone to make sure they like it, or even like an audience. It's like that stress is enough to make me feel crazy. But it's like, I mean, that's just a learning curve I'll get over, because that's like, how else are you gonna? But it's simple things. I don't know. That's just like working with others.
Like people talking about your art and stuff.
That's a good question.
Cause that's what I'm thinking about. It's like, why do you why? What is your why? Like, why do you make your stuff?
Oh my god. Because honestly, I think it just goes back to like, that's the one thing I know how to do, and like, and also it's fun. I don't know. It's something I'm able to do, and people talk about it. Because I do like showing off my art. I think I'm just mad insecure. But it's like, at the end of the day, I still do it. I mean, I'm here. It's like, I guess my goal is just to continue to make art, whether it's for me, for others, for fun. That's the thing. I'm in the fun part of like, I just make whatever I think is cute and fun at the moment. Mm-hmm. And I'm also grateful to have the job where I can also make art in a different form. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so at least like when it comes to my stuff, it's like that money aspect, well, I could always be making more money. But like the money aspect there, like, yeah, it gives me space to keep doing what I'm doing and not stress about that until like I do start working for clients and stuff like that. If that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Money will, like, I'm able to, I guess, sacrifice, I don't know, because like I'm afraid of like when I will have to, if I ever get the chance of like my having to make money on my own self, like when it's like I'm the business, right? And
it's like, if you're not on, then how is your bills gonna get paid?
I think I just don't want to deal with that, so I'm fine with just kind of farting around with playing with art, but working for someone else. I think it's fun.
That's cool. Yeah. Like, you're there for like the vibes and everything. Kind of. Like, you can say it's in art. I'm making money from art. Yeah. And I still have my own craft. Like that's a lot more than people would like have, if I'm being honest. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm very grateful. Like, no one, like, that opportunity is crazy to me. I don't know, because even back again, like in college, they show you the fact that once I found out in school that you could work for an artist and that's your job, I was like, oh, I want that. And I'm doing it, so I'm very happy, Even if it's just like, I don't know, very manifestation, I don't know. But I'm very happy with that. And obviously, the tricky thing is, like, I don't know how long this part is going to last, Yeah. Like, this is just the start of this one chapter, this, like, kind of beginning part. So it's like after, because I don't want to work there forever, too. For sure. It probably is not the forever job. I was gonna say the guy's pretty old, but he's not that. He's not that old. I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying. I guess I'll start worrying when it's like, what's the next step? And I guess in a way, doing this is kind of putting my toe in there, just making sure.
Building like a brand and stuff.
In a way, even though I don't want to, it's not annoying. But like, I guess it's an extra level of security. Or even just promoting myself so I can work for you. Yeah. So I can work for whoever needs a little, I don't know.
And you know how I look at it? Like, this is why we're doing this podcast and everything. Is to give, like, people their flowers for their work and everything. Like, it's, there's part of it, like, this art is not just for you. Yeah. Or else you just would have kept it in your studio, kept it inside yourself the entire time. You're going to put it out there and, like, there's, I want to make like a calm environment for people to be able to like talk about the art, talk about their story and everything, and maybe get opportunities if you want to go into the business of it, or just maybe just allow people to like hey, I do like her stuff, and like be able to talk about your stuff and like
Yeah.
give you some of that energy back because you put in some more. Like that's something that a lot of people can't do. Like
Yeah.
they can't bring themselves to go to a canvas because they're thinking about they have so many doubts, but you overcame that stuff to go ahead and say, I don't care what people think about me. I'm putting this out here. And
Yeah.
I'm putting it in front of everybody.
Yeah, and I've like that's the thing too is like I came from that like in almost like a crippling way where in school it's so funny too because it's like I think I look back I'm like, oh, everyone hated me, no one gave a fuck, like literally I just hated myself so much and was so insecure that like I didn't even think me talking to you right now and showing this was ever an option. So now that I'm at that step of like being like, okay, I've kind of overcome, I still have my own demons, but like overcoming just those steps of actually being able to talk to someone and not have that being like, oh, it's terrible, to not look at my art all the time. I mean, I still critique the fuck out of my art, but like getting to that confident and like comfortability level is something I never thought I can do. So now I'm just kind of riding that to see how much I could keep going. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I feel like that's the magic right there. If I'm being honest, because just coming out here and speaking, because like I've wanted to do like public speaking for a while, but like I've wanted to do YouTube or just some type of content out there in a while. And I got to this point where I was like I was dabbling in it, dibbling in it, and then like I could still see like I was holding back. And I knew that there was so much more I could give to it, and I wasn't doing it because I was like, for when I was a little bit distracted by everything, a little bit. Oh, what if I put too much in there and like it backfires and it's not good? And then slowly all that stuff just started to fall off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I would turn on the camera and I start recording stuff. And I'm like, hold up, like my personality's shining through.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. And that's what I feel like people that we like, celebrities, actors, the people who really make it big, Warhol, like these are people who like really just said like, you know what, peel all those layers off, and I'm just gonna just throw it out there. It doesn't matter anymore.
It's so crazy.
I feel like you already have that.
Oh, thank you. It's just like thinking about that. It's just like it's so crazy how much of yourself is like the obstacle, right? It's just like getting over that almost like narcissistic in a way, like narcissistic anxiety of like, oh, it's you, everyone's caring about how you look right now, or like blah, blah, blah. Once you kind of start freeing yourself of that, which is, once again, something I even struggle with now, but that's really, the magic behind, I guess, anything is just being okay with who you are, right? And I think that's just like, if anything, that's just like the number one obstacle, especially in the art field. Everyone's mentally fucking ill. Everyone has so much insecurity. Like, you know, I don't know. I mean, everyone in the world has issues, of course. But, like, when people, you know, express that through art, it's really, it's just like a power, it's how you relate, whether it's movies, music, you know, art. Just like, and I don't know what I'm trying to say, my little soapbox. But
just like the message.
Yeah, it's just like I guess getting over yourself and realizing like how much freedom that is.
Yeah.
But also doing it through art too. That's what helped me. Like, you know how people are like do kind of personal art. In a way, I dabble in both. I love personal art because it does like it is therapeutic, especially like putting stuff out there, and like I don't know, it helps with becoming confident too. And just showing, you know, doing exposure.
What I think it is?
What?
It's the fact that everything in this world moves so slow at times, and we don't think that we can change. We think things are going to stay the same. What we're doing is changing the thoughts that we have or the emotions that we have from the thoughts and emotions into a piece of art.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole, like, it kind of makes things feel a lot better.
Yeah, and like process it. And it's funny thing about change, once again, I'm someone who's constantly afraid of change. You know, I don't like a change in my routine. Like, simple things will just, like, not set me off, but, like, that anxiety will peak. But what's fun now is I keep doing stuff to make it peak. Like, I keep, I
like how you said it's fun.
No, it's not. I mean, fucking not fun. I'm constantly, like, even coming today and being like, oh, man, I have to talk to someone. I have to, like, what's going to happen? I have constant, like, the unknown, like, fear of the unknown, and that's literally all of life. So, like, I keep... Like, I don't know, exposure therapy. I keep doing it so I can get comfortable.
Yeah.
And once again, I think, too, because luckily going to art school, critiquing. That's a huge thing, especially if you're a bashful little nerdy kid
Yeah.
or just insecure. You have to, like, people have to look at your work and talk about it, whether it's good or bad, whether you hate it or not. That's a good, talk about exposure therapy. That probably helped a lot. Because, like, I don't know. Just looking back on how, like, nervous I was, that's the thing. I keep being amazed I'm, like, actually here talking to people. As simple as that is. It's just like, yeah. So let's keep riding that high. Keep going crazier. Keep keep doing extra bullshit. I don't know. Yeah, it's just fun to be here and, like, talk, like, about this. Because everyone has that dream of, like, interviewing, you know, someone interviewing you. And I'm like, wow, this is cool. It's really cool.
Every single day is my dream.
Yeah. But yeah, also I keep moving in this chair.
It's very loud. But I think the microphones might block it out. Before we just had camera audio, so it caught everything. But I mean, it's just the circumstances. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I love moving, especially in like a talking conversation.
No, the energy flowing.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about So I'm looking at You know, I mean, you can't show the stuff that you have like on Instagram and stuff, unless you were to print it out or something like that. But like, who and what kind of inspired you to do your unique like styles of art? If I'm being honest.
My styles, like how I guess that's a good question. 'Cause to me, honestly, what I'm struggling with now is that I don't have a style. As weird, I don't know. It's like to me when I look at my art, 'cause I use so much reference. And, like, I guess I look through so much, I don't know, it's more of, like, I guess I'm insecure about it. But, how would I even, honestly, to get back on track, obsession. I was, like, when did I start drawing? Obviously going to school, but, like, I didn't really start caring, or at least, like, wanting to draw as much until, like YouTube, like, Super Hulock, Tumblr days happened. Because I was obsessing over these, you know, like the Tumblr sexy man. I don't know if you know about that. But like just obsessions of like people and like YouTubers. I was like, I want to draw them. I was like, let me start doing that. And I would like, you know, I would also like look at a lot of people's art and kind of copy them. That helps a lot. I know that helps with people trying to find their style. But I think just like style-wise, it's just, like, from the technical skills I've learned, but also, like, I don't know, I feel like a chameleon, like, trying to recreate things I've seen too much, like, reference-wise, but also stuff that's kind of niche in my own brain, like, like, a dumb thing I drew was, like, Kevin James with, like, the boobs out. You know, like the meme picture, I saw that, I was like, I love that. That's what I kind of do, is like, I just have an idea or see something, and I literally am like, okay, I want to redraw that. Or like, oh, okay, I'll make like a rendition of that, you know?
That's what I feel. I feel like that's your style. Like, like I said, it's just you're having fun in life. You're enjoying things. I think we should be able to healthily obsess about things, and then you're creating something from it. Like I feel like I thought about like you're like your own version. Like you're your own you. You are you. And I feel like I think about Warhol, like the way that they just take pop culture icons and get the Campbell soup, like a bunch of them, all that stuff, and they put them in their own unique way. You do yours, you do your collages and stuff. You might add like a regular picture, but it's like Berlizzi in there, and I'm like,
yes, oh my God, King, I love Berlin. I could talk about him, but well, he always loves. That's the thing too. All that I love photoshopping. That was once again the Tumblr era of like making GIFs. I taught myself how to make GIFs on Photoshop, how to make collage edits, just because, like, I was like, I'm obsessed. I need to, like, I don't know, take it out on something. Not take it out, but, like, I needed to, like...
Release.
Yeah, release in a way, or, like, it just filled my brain so much that I was like, oh, my God, let me make flower crowns of Markiplier and stuff. Or, like, you know, name any Let's Player. I probably watched them. But, yeah, yeah. Wait, what was the question?
I mean, it was a question. I was just talking. But
you said Berlin, and I was like, oh.
I was just brought him up because I just seen like an example of like, your style and everything. I feel like you got one, but it's like it's not traditional in a sense. I feel, but it's a style. Like you can keep on doing what you're doing. I feel like just keep on, just expand a little bit more. Before we go on, I want to talk about this new group that you're in, Geisha Zero. So,
yes.
So all right, so. By the way, this episode is going to be sponsored by Geisha Zero. From what I've learned about, it is a organization that's basically set up for a group of organization or like a group of artists. What is it called? A coalition of artists, local artists in Charlotte, basically just set up so that they can get some. They don't have to worry about promotion. They're going in through like gaming, just media, just art, all that stuff, just to like bring it all together because. I guess they all come together, and then she kind of showed it too. Like you.
Yeah. I mean, anything created, like anything, I don't know, either making with your hands or just with your brain, right? Is art. Even making a chair is art, architecture, you know.
And before we go on with that, and like, I want to let you guys know, definitely go and tap in with them. Their Instagram is GZO Official on Instagram. It's Geisha Zero, GEISHAZERO, Geisha Zero. But yeah, there's some pretty cool people. I like one of the artists right here, so I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. So yeah. If you guys like her, definitely tap in with her too as well. It's Tess. Tess Niche?
Oh, Tess Niche on Instagram. Just Tess. I would love my psychotic ass. I would love if I ever made it big. I would just like take that name like Adele or like Beyonce. Because there's not a lot of Tesses, which I love. Like people, like you've never, I don't know.
I do have there was a Tess I went to high school with. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I said it earlier, but you didn't hear me, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. See, I've known Tessas, but just not a straight Tess. My name's just like, I don't know. I just like... People should not have this name either. Have you met other Toros?
No. Well, so I'm a rapper. There's a Toro Moro or something like that.
That's a cool name.
He's a pretty big artist actually. Like millions of views and stuff on Instagram.
Oh wow.
Like all this
Maybe
stuff. But that's why I changed my name to like Toro the Magi, so it could be a little bit different.
Okay.
I like the whole magical aspect of like wisdom and all that stuff, what it does for you. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, no. Could you imagine meeting another Toro?
I'd be low key. I would almost be upset, but no. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm just doing.
This is what I'm saying. It's like that's my name. That's like people who had the name like Sam or like Dylan. Mm-hmm. Like
they're pretty.
That's bland, basic.
Bland names.
You see that you get used to other people being called that. I'm not. Only one Tess, and I'm gonna try to kill them all. Not really, but yeah, no. Only one Tess, please. If that's rude, I'm so sorry. If you're named Tess, I'm so sorry. But also, change your name. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I'm really not mean. I don't know.
Okay. So we've gone on for a little bit, and this conversation went on so quickly. I'm gonna ask you like one important question just to see like with you being in Charlotte, like what has been like the thing that's been really making you happy about the art scene here?
The fact that there's an art scene. I mean, I'm like, I'm dipping my toes in it, but like with like Charlotte Art League, Goodyear Arts, the fact that I'm like, I don't know, the more I look into it and dipping my toe, like the more I learn about it, the more I like, oh, there's other artists. Like the sense of community here and the fact that like Charlotte is kind of blowing up or like, it's becoming a bigger city, quote unquote. So like knowing that, it's exciting. I don't know, just like getting to know everyone and like everyone kind of coming out and doing their thing. Yeah. As artists, it's fun. I definitely feel you on that. I like the fact that like I just was placed into a place that is actively growing. Yeah. Like, you gotta. It's not dying. That. It's alive. Yeah. And the art as artists and everything is just amazing to be out here, and that's why we're doing this to kind of like keep on building upon that. Yeah. And plus, how old are you? 24. Okay, I'm 25. Like, this is prime time to be doing this shit. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's the Capricorn in me. Like, the career business aspect is like, okay, perfect. Especially with the confidence, too. It's like, okay, you are this age. Like, not the prime of your life, but, this is a good age, good confidence to really, okay, this is time to start doing shit. Time to start talking to people, going around, and, like, knowing about them, knowing what they do, collabing, and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Again, taking that opportunity. Taking an opportunity right when you're young and everything. Yeah. When the opportunity is nice and people take it. It's okay to go later. I'm not gonna lie. If you're yeah. But now is a really good time. Yeah. You would have the rest of your life. Hey. Yeah, and people are like, when you get out of high school, all that college mentality of like, oh, I gotta be someone at 18, bro. No, you don't. You're a baby. But once you start, you're still a baby until like, gosh. not baby, but like, you know, to
There's
like,
so much in this world for you to learn from them.
yes, yeah, like even now I'm still like
Exactly.
like a zygote, you know? Like there's still so much to learn and to do. But at least now I'm like once again in the brain set to be capable of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short here. We can talk a little bit more after the podcast and everything. But yes, thank you guys for watching the Charlotte Outdoors podcast. We're on streaming services. We're on YouTube for the visual aspect. If you are listening to us right now at the Charlotte Outdoors podcast, it pops up. We got a little circle there, green and orange. What's your Instagram at again?
Tess Niche.
Tess Niche. TessNiche, no spaces. And yeah, this is your host, Tor the Magi. Again, tap in with Geisha Zero. This is one of their artists right here. They're all about, you know, maybe if you want to just look at what they're doing, or maybe you want to join or something. I don't know. They're all about giving you guys promotion, tapping you in with the community out here in Charlotte. And just no matter if you're an artist, you know, gamer, in the media, all that stuff. So thank you guys for watching again. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode of the podcast. We're going to get out of here. Peace.
Thanks. Yes, that was fun.